In our second video, we're going to look at solving two-step equations. So we're going to need to use our same information that we used in solving one-step equations, but now we're going to have to move two different things to the opposite side. So our steps are, one, we're going to find the variable that we're solving for. We're going to move whatever is not attached to the variable first. So we're probably going to do some subtracting or adding first. Then we're going to get rid of what is attached to the variable using the opposite operation by either multiplying or dividing. So let's take a look at some examples. So our first example, we have 2x plus 6 equals 9. So draw a line through our equal sign. Our x is over here on the left. So we just did number one, we found our variable. Number two, move whatever is not attached to the variable. So 2 is attached to the variable. So our first thing we have to move is this positive 6, this plus 6. And to do that, we're doing the opposite operation, just like we were in one step. So opposite of adding is subtracting, and we're going to subtract 6 on both sides of our equation. So now our 6's are gone, and we still have a 2x over here, and 9 minus 6 is going to give me 3. And now step 2 is done. Step 3, get rid of what is attached to the variable using opposite operation. So I have 2 attached to x. So this is 2 times x. So the opposite of multiplication is going to be to divide. So my 2 will cancel out, and I will be left with x equals 3 divided by 2. We're going to leave it as that fraction. Our second example, negative 6 minus 8x equals 2. So our variable that we have is x. That's what we're going to solve for. Negative 8 is attached to that, so we're going to deal with that last. So we need to move this minus 6, this negative 6. So in order to do that, opposite of minus is add. So we're going to add 6 to both sides. So my 6's are gone on this side, and I have negative 8x equals 2 plus 6 is going to give me 8. And now I have to get rid of this negative 8 that is being multiplied by this x because it's attached to it. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 8. So they're gone on the left side, and I'm left with x equals 8 divided by negative 8 is going to give me negative 1. Okay. Next example, negative x plus 3 equals 8. So plus 3 is not attached to x. I'm going to move that first. Opposite of adding is subtracting. And my number is 3. So the other side I'm also going to subtract 3. So I'm left with negative x equals 8 minus 3 is going to give me 5. Now, a lot of people want to stop here because x looks like it's alone, but it's really not. It still has this negative sign, and we can't have that. It just has to be a positive x by itself to be able to be done. So this is really a negative 1x. We can always put a 1 in front of it because it's an imaginary 1. So we're dividing by negative 1 now on both sides. So we cancel out on this side, and we're left with x equals 5 divided by negative 1 is going to give me negative 5. All right, take a second and try and complete these two on your own. So number 1, m is the variable we're solving for. We need to get rid of this minus 4 first, so we're going to add 4. So it's gone over here. Negative 68 plus 4 is going to give me negative 62. Negative 64, sorry, equals negative 8m. I'm going to divide by negative 8. Negative 64 divided by 8 is going to give me positive 8 equals m. over here, 9 is attached to p, so we need to get rid of this negative 10 that's back here. Opposite of a minus sign is a plus sign. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. 80 plus 10 is going to give me 90 equals 9p. Now 9 is being multiplied by the p, so we're going to divide by 9 on both sides. 90 divided by 9 is going to give me 10. And over here, my 9's cancel out and just leave me with p. Now there's one more thing that we might see in this special case where we have a whole fraction. And so in this case, this is saying n plus 3 divided by 2. So what we need to do here is actually multiply by 2 first to get rid of this division. Multiply by 2 on both sides. 2 times 5 is going to give me 10. And now all of these 2's are gone. So now we just have n plus 3. So you have to get rid of the bottom of the fraction first, the denominator first, and then you'll just be left with what's on top or what's on the numerator. So now n is almost completely by itself. I just need to remove this plus 3 by doing minus 3 on both sides. So 10 minus 3 is 7. My 3's cancel out over here, and I'm left with n. And that is my final answer.